Hello everyone and a warm welcome here to the Lateweight Community Stadium this afternoon for Woking against Truro City. It's just what Woking needed the other night, a resounding 3-0 victory at Solihull Moors, and getting strikers Ollie Sanderson, Josh Kelly on the score sheet was huge as well for the Cards. Aaron Drew also accompanied them on the score sheet for the Cards, and that victory was a 5-0 victory a week ago for Truro against basement side Morecambe, but they were defeated 2-0 by Eastleigh midweek. But Truro be hoping to repeat what Sutton did and try and come out with something at the Lateweight Community Stadium. So let's talk you through the lineups here, starting with Woking. So unsurprisingly, Neil Ali's gone unchanged from that Solihull victory. It's Will Yaskalainen in goal. Back three of Chinakoli, Tunji Akinola and Caleb Richards. Aaron Drew and Tarek Kynes are the right and left wing backs. Midfield three, Jack Turner, Jamie Andrews and Harry Buton, Aidan O'Brien and Ollie Sanderson leading the line. As for Truro City, they make two changes with Dan Lavacombe and Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain. Yes, he is the brother of Alex, for any of you wonder, and out come Aidan Stone and Sean Donnellan. Line-up and full for Truro City is Dan Lavacombe, the goalkeeper Zachary Bell, Sam Sanders, Will Dean and Ryan Law are the back four. Dan Rooney and Conor Riley-Lowe midfield two, Dominic Johnson Fisher on the left, Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right, Lirak Hassani in between them, and Luke Jeffcott leading the line. Woking's bench is Tom Norcott, Timmy Odesina, Matt Ward, Josh Asude, Josh Kelly, Timmy Akinola and Jake Forster-Caskey. And as for Truro City, it's Aidan Stone, Tyler Love Holmes, Sadie Sanogo, Maxwell Kinsey, Sean Donnellan, Aidan Marsh and Harry Kite. Alongside me today is John Moore. John, huge win for Woking the other night. It's just about getting that consistency now and building on it.
Very much so. Solihull Moors, not a place Woking do particularly well at, so it was a resounding 3-0 win, and hopefully it'll boost their confidence. As you rightly say, they really do need to string a few results together, a few wins together, and you do feel they've got a great opportunity today against Truro, although having said that, the conditions are grim. It's a almost gale force wind out there, and you do think that the conditions are going to play a really, really big part. In fact, I asked you beforehand, didn't I, which way you thought the wind was blowing, and you didn't know, and I'm not sure either. No. But either way, it's really going to play a major part today. But you know what you're looking for is for the Cards to build on Tuesday's win. It's an unchanged side. One or two fans maybe looking perhaps and questioning the starting point place of Harry Buteman, but you know he's the skipper. Ardley obviously trusts him, so let's see how we go today.
Most certainly. So it's Truro in their sky blue strip to get us underway here at the Lateweight Community Stadium. Can Woking string back-to-back victories together? That would be absolutely huge. The Cards looking to finally achieve that this season. So here's Lirak Hassani to kick us off here for the visitors, shooting from left to right, just waiting for the referee Callum Walchester to blow his whistle, and we are underway here at the Lateweight Community Stadium, and it's played long from Will Dean towards the left hand side, and Woking cleared their lines through Aaron Drew. Credit to Truro City fans, by the way, making the long journey up here to Woking. So throw for Ryan Law to take, a few yards in front halfway, throws it down left, clear from Drew, and that ball played down the far side, and they do get the throw in. Conor Riley-Lowe to take it here. So Conor Riley-Lowe now leaves it for Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain. Throw for left hand side for Truro City. So Oxlade-Chamberlain already set for the long throw. Oxlade-Chamberlain launch it in. Okoli heads up in the air. Scramble around the box. O'Brien tries to clear. Shot to grab Oxlade-Chamberlain, blocked from Okoli. Another shot for Oxlade-Chamberlain, scuffed. And a shot over the bar. What a chance for Luke Jeffcott on the turn. And we're in the opening minute here at the Lateweight Community Stadium. Truro City could have taken the lead.
Yeah, it was a long throw in. It caused all sorts of problems. I think the wind played a big part too, but the ball was bobbling around and should at least have got his shot on target. I don't think it would have beaten Yaskalainen because he was that side of the goal, but even so, it's half a chance. So let's just see how Jääskeläinen's kick does.
Jääskeläinen down the right-hand side now for Sanderson to flick on. Couldn't quite reach Aidan O'Brien though, making his movement down that right-hand side again, then to trying to combine well. Throw for Truro City, deep inside their half for Connor Riley Lowe to take.
And I know I'm sounding like a weatherman, but I think Woking are kicking with the wind in their favour. The wind will probably change and prove me wrong in a minute, but that's my initial perception of trying to follow the ball. Jääskeläinen got decent length on that kick, and certainly when Truro had the ball and kicked it, it seemed to hold up in the wind a bit more.
Throw for Woking now, midway inside the Truro half. Drew takes, held up here for Turner, flicks in the air. Drew heads in field. Headed forwards now from Hassani. Hook now down the inside right from Woking. Header away, only as far as Drew. O'Brien now, back heels it forwards for Drew. Drew has the pace to get onto it. Good sliding challenge there from Riley Lowe. It did come off Riley Lowe last. So it'll be a Woking throw in, level the penalty area. And it's left for Jamie Andrews to take. Yeah, open minute, Truro City had a good chance there from a long throw which Woking couldn't clear. Jeff got on the turn, hit over the bar, and Woking create an early opportunity of their own. Just approaching the 3rd minute here. Andrews goes for the short throw to O'Brien. Returns it to Andrews. Andrews now sets himself across towards near post. It was flicked backwards and then well caught in the end from Dan Lavacombe. It was a little flick backwards there from his own man and well caught from Lavacombe.
I was a bit surprised that Andrews didn't actually launch one. I mean, to me, he's really worked on his long throws and improved a huge amount. You know, the distance he gets on them now makes it a major threat. So I don't know why he didn't try one then.
Yeah, there certainly can be a huge weapon. Here's long throws for sure, and it's a throw here for Aaron Drew to take it. Just on the midway inside the Woking half. So Drew now release it down the right-hand side. Flick backwards from Riley Lowe. Volley from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Bounce over halfway. Headed one from Akinola. And now headed forward to Hassani. Now Hassani takes heavy touch. Trying to get down the inside left. Drew back for Jääskeläinen. Clears towards a centre circle. Can't find O'Brien. Oxlade-Chamberlain wins the header. Volley now up towards Johnson Fisher. Down the inside left. Backs into Okoli. Okoli now trying to keep his balance. And nick it off Johnson Fisher. Now Drew. Caleb Richards steps in there and clears. Good pressure here from Truro though, out on the left-hand side. Heavy ball though, down the left-hand side. It was a run in the box and Connor Riley Lowe, the skipper. In the end, Johnson Fisher couldn't find him.
Yeah, Truro have started very well for a side that, you know, have found life in the National League quite tough. They've certainly shown a lot of confidence. You know, they've got a very good manager though in John Askey. Obviously had great success with Macclesfield. He managed York. He's got bags of experience.
Well, certainly, again, when you're in this situation, do want an experienced manager at the helm. Certainly, Truro City have that. Sanderson flicks on the goal kick. Buteman trying to chase down the right. And it's a good turn there from, it was on the far side by Riley Lowe. Just had his shirt pulled by Harry Buteman. And that will be a Truro City free kick. Yeah, Neil Larley won't be best pleased. Only 5 minutes in, but the side haven't come steaming out the traps, that's for sure. So, free kick for Dan Lavacombe to take. So Lavacombe now looking down the left-hand side. Chinakoli looking to win the header, and that's exactly what he does. Header now forwards by Law, and now cleared down the right-hand side by the cards for O'Brien to chase. O'Brien up against Law. O'Brien now looking to cut in. Space being cut off. So O'Brien edge of the box on the ball. Turner's cross. That's blocked. Now for Sani. And Tuji Akinola lets the ball roll out for a Woking throw. Just over 5.5 minutes played here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium.
And O'Brien operating down the right hand side, which is where he was on Tuesday night against Solihull, although he's sort of playing a number 10 role really. I was actually really impressed with him on Tuesday night. He worked so hard.
Here is Caleb Richards into the feet of Jamie Andrews. Now Hines asks for it, but Andrews goes further down the line for Buteman to try and get on to the end of the ball. Rooney holds him up. Buteman desperately trying to get to it. And Buteman absolutely furious as the free kick goes in Truro City's favour. He's insisting he made zero contact with Dan Rooney. But Truro City do get the free kick to Buteman's dismay.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. To me, I don't know why he even started getting really close to him. You know, you're giving the referee a chance to blow. All you need to do is just jockey your man.
And the wind making it awkward for that goal kick where Richards heads down the right. Good block there from Sanderson. Attempted clearance by Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain. And throw here for Truro City to take. It will be Oxlade-Chamberlain to release it midway inside his half. Throws it down the right, looking for Johnson Fisher. Okoli can't flick it away, bounces though to Akinola, tries to find Sanderson. Lifted ball, headed from Sanders square. And now Riley Lowe under pressure on O'Brien. O'Brien desperately trying to nick it off him, but he has Law there for help. Law goes direct, looking for Johnson Fisher over the top, down the far side. Akinola wins the free kick. John Askey not happy about that, but I think there was a slight nudge on Akinola by Johnson Fisher.
Well, it was just as well the referee blew up, because he would have been away otherwise.
And most certainly, and Akinola was very relieved to see referees blow his whistle, and Woking take the free kick back to Jääskeläinen just over 7 minutes gone here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. That pass to Jääskeläinen too heavy for Tunji Akinola. Woking yet to get going. Riley Lowe throws it down the left. Johnson Fisher controls with his chest midway inside the Woking half. Ball goes out of play, and the last touch came off the Truro City forward. So Drew to take the throw here for the Cards, looking at his best options. Goes for O'Brien. O'Brien controls, knocks it off towards Turner, not off contact though. And then was that a foul there from Asani on Turner? It certainly was. So Woking do get the free kick. Aaron Drew to take a few yards behind halfway on the far side, back for Akinola. Here's Okoli. And now Jääskeläinen, Truro City looking to press well there. Jääskeläinen square for Richards. Into the feet of Hines. Hines now moves inside under pressure and Bell. Hines now turns. Lacking support here, Tariq Hines. Let's go back for Jääskeläinen. Quiz quickly left-footed to either for Ollie Sanderson, chasing on his own here. He's not giving this up though against Ryan Law on the far side. Law turns, clears. Now bouncing towards Turner, a few yards in front of halfway, holds off Hassani. Akinola picks out O'Brien, little pocket space on the right. And now Turner, about 10 yards in the Truro half. Back here for Akinola, square for Andrews, and Andrews, the ball just ran under him on halfway, and now Jeffcott can try and come forwards here. Jeffcott to his left at Johnson Fisher. Johnson Fisher can't play it into a teammate when he tried to go forwards. Akinola intercepted though, and now Riley Lowe rolls it down the left for Hassani. Hassani under real pressure now. O'Brien nicks it off him. Beatman first time to his right to O'Brien, clips over halfway now, looking for Sanderson over the top. First chance made for Woking. Sanderson gets under control side of box. Good tackle there from Sam Sanders, and looks like it's been given as a goal kick to Truro, but finally a bit of a decent attacking play from Woking, John.
Yeah, great work from O'Brien. He won the ball, got his head up, spotted the run. I don't know how that's not a corner, I have to say, but there we go. It is a goal kick. But already Sanderson, you know, looking a handful. He's won a couple of balls in the air, and if Woking can find him with balls over the top, you know, he's very capable of putting away opportunities.
And certainly Storm Amy reeling its ugly head here today again. The wind, very destructive conditions for the players today. And goal kick taken, head in the centre circle there from Beatsman. Now Bell trying to get past Beatsman, he's just over halfway. Bell now getting his legs going down the right, heavy touch on Bell, but he can still try and take it past Hines. Hines gets his body crossed, looking to see the ball out. Hines now has the ball under control. Hines holds off Bell and then cleared from Richards. Oxlade-Chamberlain can't clear it, and that comes off a Truro City man in midfield, and now Sanderson to O'Brien. It's free kicks given to Truro City. The referee has a yellow card and shown for Ollie Sanderson as well, and Ollie Sanderson absolutely bemused by that decision, and free kick for Truro City in the end in the centre circle.
Great shame really, because
it's 10.5 minutes gone here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Truro City actually could have taken the lead inside the first minute. Shot from Luke Jeffcott on the turn as Woking was struggling to deal with a long throw there. But just a moment ago, Woking had their first half opportunity. Long ball up towards Ollie Sanderson. Sanderson tried to get a shot off, but it was a good tackle from Sam Sanders in the box. So just approaching 11th minute, Woking 0, Truro 0. A header from McCauley goes over the bar from the free kick. Apologies about that, John.
No, it's fine. I was just saying it was a pity that the referee blew up for the so-called foul by Ollie Sanderson, because Woking were in a really good position. I think it was for shirt pulling, but it was difficult to say really. But the wind causing all sorts of problems. You saw that header there from, I think it was Chin. Okoli got it all wrong, and it's gone out for a corner, which Truro are about to take on this near side when the player can place the ball. Keeps blowing out of the... Oh, there we go. It's blown out of...
Yep. That corner flag's not staying still. The ball's not staying still. It's an absolute nightmare for Conor Riley-Lowe trying to take this corner kick. Referee just checking that everything's fine inside the box as well.
Well, it's quite funny because the corner flag keeps sort of blowing in the way of the kicker.
Yeah, it's a real issue for Conor Riley-Lowe. Can he finally get this corner kick in? 12 minutes on the clock. Woking 0, Truro City 0. Truro have shaded these early stages without anything spectacular. Riley-Lowe's corner kick, and Woking failed to clear it. A shot from Oxlade-Chamberlain wide of the target. Placed it in step of the left foot, dropped in the box, but nowhere near finding the target in the end. Goal kick for Woking.
Yeah, again, Woking not looking particularly convincing at the back. Let's put it down to the wind, shall we?
Yeah, it's maybe what a few people put it down to, but again, that was a disappointing defending. I think Neil Lardy probably have to admit, and O'Brien lose the ball on halfway, so he tried to pirouette, and it's back here now in the Truro defence. And it's a long ball from Lavacombe, head away from the centre from Okoli. Cleared from Law now. A flick on from Asani, just front halfway. Coley drills it low, collected from Sanderson in the centre, lays it off to his right. Taking O'Brien midway inside the Truro half. Now square for Drew. Has a run of Turner down the right hand side, crossing Turner. It's a really tame one though, easy headed away from Law. And now Asani clears his lines, and that will be a Woking throw. 13 minutes on the clock here. The Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking 0, Truro City 0. Drew now throws it back for Akinola. Here's Okoli, right-footed, just in front of the D is Jaskalainen. Back for Jamie Andrews. Now Truro City starting to push up a bit. Here's Will Jaskalainen. Has to play it over the press and just find Hines. Hines though couldn't get his touch right. It's been a sloppy start from Woking. It continues. 13.5 minutes in now. Throw for Zachary Bell to take.
Yeah, and considering, you know, they had that really good away win on Tuesday, you'd expect them to be coming out here full of confidence, but they've looked quite edgy and nervous. As I say, I put it down to the wind.
So Oxlade-Chamberlain throw down the right. Hines tried to clear, flicked in field. Now Bell squares it into the feet of Truro number 4, and that's a cross in from Dean from the right hand side. Does reach Asani, left side the box. Asani holds it up, goes behind him for Law. Law now rolls it down the right. Johnson Fisher tries to dummy and turn away from Akinola. In the end, the ball rolls out of play, and that will be a goal kick for Woking. But Truro continuing the pressure.
Yeah, they are. You know, they're knocking the ball around very confidently. They're working very, very hard. They're shutting Woking down, but you still sense, you know, they're going to concede. If you look at their goals conceded this season, they're definitely a side that, you know, you can get at. And you just feel that if Woking can get a ball over the top to someone like Sanderson, he can punish them.
Well, certainly, and Woking gets to create a real clear-cut opportunity so far. Jaskalainen's goal kick looks towards the right-hand side. A flick backwards there from Law, and it does go out for a throw in the end, but I think it was cleared off Aidan O'Brien. It was indeed by Sam Sanders, and that will be a throw for Truro City to take. Conor Riley-Lowe pretty deep inside his own half still. Throws it down the left side. Flick on there from Dean. It was Okoli just pulling on the shirt of Johnson Fisher. He was indeed. Free kick for Truro just in front of halfway. And it did look like Okoli was having a little pull at Dominic Johnson Fisher's shirt on the far side. Yeah, just over a quarter hour gone. Woking 0, Truro 0, but credit to the visitors. Tough start for them this season, but they're coming out fighting today.
Yeah, they look full of confidence.
Free
Not
kick.
afraid to get on the ball, move it around.
Free kick here for Lirak Asani. Is he going to take it? He's just in front of halfway. He has Ryan Law for company as well. So Asani or Law to clip the free kick just in front halfway. Law steps over the ball. So now Asani all set to take it. Drills it. Right footed. Right through the middle into the box. And in the end, that's a good catch there from Jaskalainen. looking at his options here. Will Yaskline just take this time now? Overarm throw out here for Drew, taking on the chest. Infield now for Turner. Can Woking quicken up? Now Turner over the top for O'Brien to try and chase, but it's well away from Aidan O'Brien. It's a good idea there from Jack Turner, but the execution wasn't really good enough. It was too far over the head of Aidan O'Brien. Of course, as John said a few times, the wind certainly doesn't help today for Woking, but yeah, I suppose actually wind is in Woking's favour though.
It is, yeah, very much so, I think. But you know, Truro at the moment making light of it. And generally, you know, if you've got the wind in your favour, you need to make the most of it.
Most certainly. Lavercombe with the free kick, headed from the centre circle from Richards. Sanderson chasing it down, short from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Bell now turns away from Beatsman. Beatsman bearing down on him. Bell tends to play it down the right, cut out from Hines. Andrews now, whip ball over the top on the left-hand side. Nowhere near finding Sanderson though. And it's back with down at Lavercombe, just over 17 minutes played. Listen to BBC Radio Surrey's live online commentary of Woking against Truro City on BBC Sport website and BBC Sounds. It's a Chamberlain ball, looking for Dean down the right hand side. Richards gets his body crossed on the byline, and that will be a free kick for Woking. Will Dean say he did absolutely nothing wrong there. It was a little nudge on Caleb Richards, and yeah, Woking just approaching the 18th minute. Still need to try and settle it. Haven't really got anything going so far in terms of a comfortable passing game. Truro pressed quite well, and yeah, they've looked quite tired themselves at times, but obviously they'll be here to frustrate Woking will the visitors. And it's a free kick from Will Yaskalainen. Too high for Sanderson, volleyed away from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Jota Fisher can't hold up in the centre circle, breaks for Andrews. Back for Richards. Richards looking at his options, goes to his left. Turner, first time square pass to Richards. Richards now bends it forward. Beatsman went down off the ball, and well, Richards aimed it down left hand side. No one was there. Beatsman, yeah, just not looking comfortable at the moment. Beatsman, wonder if he took one in the ribs there. And now Oxlade-Chamberlain midway inside his half. Square for Sanders, and now Sanders goes to his left to Law. Truro playing across the back three they've deployed today. Clearance from Lavercombe, controls from Rooney, plays it back. Now clearance from Law, blocked the chest of Aidan O'Brien, and that will be a Truro City throw midway inside the half. But the visitors will be much more happier at the moment. Throw for Riley Lowe to take.
Slightly better from Woking though, you know, putting Truro defenders under pressure, not letting them just build up from the back, and particularly if you've got the wind against you, that's what you really do need to do. Try and squeeze the opposition.
Sanders with a pushing it back on Ollie Sanderson after there was a header forwards from Akinola. Yeah, a little nudge there from Sanders, and it's a free kick to be taken just under 10 yards into the Truro half. Jack Turner's take, but Neil Lali's cutting a very frustrated figure on the sidelines, and I certainly don't blame him.
Well, he's telling Woking players to push up. You know, he's sitting quite deep at the moment, and they don't really need to with the wind.
Turner takes the free kick, and it's cleared away from Bell, hooked it away. I think it was a foul anyway before Bell hooked it away with his right foot. It may have been Harry Beatsman with the slight nudge. Just some latest goals in the National League by the way. Southend leading Aldershot by a goal to nil, and Willstone also leading by a goal to nil. 1-0 against Altrincham. Free kick for Truro. It's goalless here. 20 minutes played. Lavercombe's free kick. It's come to the side today. Headed backwards to Makinola. It's flicked off the top of Drew's head. Reached Jeff Cott on the left hand side. Back now with Law. On halfway with Sanders. Down the left hand side, and Jeff Cott can't keep it in play. Drew was sticking tight to him. Jeff Cott maybe saying that was a foul. Drew takes the throw just beyond halfway, down the right. Sanderson controls. Can Woking try and create something? Sanderson inside. O'Brien first time. It's Beatsman. The sense the ball's got the ball stuck under his foot though, and a few moans and groans from the Woking fans. It got away from Beatsman in the end. And now it's long from Dean towards left hand side. Ball's bouncing. Giaconola can't take any chances. Heads it square, and out of play for a Truro City throw.
Yeah, it just sums up Harry Beatsman at the moment. Nothing really going for him. He had an opportunity there on the edge of the box to control the ball and maybe get a shot away. Instead of that, he just slipped under his feet.
Yeah, really frustrating there. Harry Beatsman, it was some of the best football Woking put together in terms of a little quick passing move, but yeah, Beatsman didn't get the touch right at all. Just ran under his foot, and now all of a sudden Truro City on the front foot. Just over 21 minutes played here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 0, Truro City 0. Oxlade Chamberlain, long throw from the far side. Okodi gets his head to it and now bounces in the favour of O'Brien. Flicks up in the air and then clears it just over halfway. Sanderson to try and hold up on the right hand side. Header though from Law. Flicked further on from Dean. Breaks here for Akinola. Now space for Andrews in the centre circle. Over halfway. Looking to his left. Andrews striding through the middle. Now Tariq Hines. Edge of the box. Now inside it. Hines onto his left foot. Hines. Low cross in but can't find a teammate. Beaton was making some movement at the near post but easily grabbed low down from Dan Lavercombe.
That's movement of the half really from Woking. Disappointing though from Hines. He worked the position and really needed to pull it back a lot more. Instead of that, he put it straight into the arms of the keeper. But better from Woking.
Certainly in Drew to O'Brien. Just behind halfway, hits that off Law. And that will be a throw for the Cards. But yeah, a little bit better now from Woking.
Well, and good to see Hines, getting forward. I think that's the first time this half. He's a player I really, really rate. He's got so much energy and pace. He's absolutely everywhere. But he's been quite restrained so far, hasn't he, Tom?
Yeah, most certainly. And again, the wing backs haven't really got into this game so far. And still goalless here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, just approaching the 23rd minute. It's not been a great start from Woking so far. They've got into it a little bit more in the last few minutes. Had a nice pass and move down the left-hand side where Tariq Hines put a low ball in, but there was no takers at the near post. And just before that as well, Woking put a few nice passes together on the right-hand side. It fell to Beatsman, centre of the box, but just got the ball stuck under his foot. But yeah, Dan Lavercombe between the sticks for Truro City hasn't been tested so far. 23 minutes gone, Woking 0, Truro City 0. A free kick for Woking to take. Jack Turner level with the centre circle on the inside left, and can Turner put a testing delivery into the area here? So Turner standing square onto the ball, ready for this right-footed delivery, a few yards in front of halfway. Turner into the box, header away from Law, now breaks into space for Sanders to carry it forwards. Sanders just over halfway for Johnson Fisher to hold on. Johnson Fisher now, can he get past Richards? He does do so. Good pace from Johnson Fisher. Here comes Truro down the left. Now Johnson Fisher just halts himself on the byline. Johnson Fisher, can he get a cross in? Johnson Fisher does get it in. It's a really heavy one though. It will find Bell. So still alive here for Truro City. Bell cuts it back. Oxlade Chamberlain, first time cross. That was a really, really high one. Still bouncing play. So another chance for Truro City to get a ball in. Riley Lowe's deflect the ball, headed away at the near post, and Turner falls back here for Riley Lowe. His shot blocked from Turner, edge of the box, and Woking push back here. Dean to his right. Cross comes in towards near post and headed away there from Akinola. But again, Truro City continue the pressure. Inside left, close to the area. Ball floated in by Law. Easily caught though from Jaskalainen. A really long throw for Jaskalainen. Now O'Brien trying to get away, but Sanders just pokes it to his right hand side, picked off from Andrews. Infield for O'Brien. O'Brien now rolls into penalty area for Beatsman. Beatsman, 1-on-1 with this man. Beatsman shifts onto his right foot. He has a shot blocked, then to end stuff it. Sanderson, edge of the area, square for Andrews. Hines making an overlap and run. Andrews still hangs onto the ball. Out to Hines. Is he going to return it to Andrews? Hines trying to take on his man. Hines cuts in right footed. Cross goes through everyone. Breaks it for Beatsman though. Beatsman shoots it in. Just what Woking needed. After overall a pretty underwhelming 25 minutes, that won't matter now. Woking get that opening goal, crossing from Hines. I thought for a second it was going to go through everyone, but then a Truro City defender attempted to clear it, fell for Harry Beatsman, smashed it right-footed, no chance for Dan Lavercombe. Woking 1, Truro City 0.
Well, that was a great finish from Harry Beatsman, and it will do him the world of good really, because things have not been going so well for him recently, but he's stuck in there. He's got bags of experience and he knows where the net is.
And that was a great finish there for Harry Beatsman. That will give him huge confidence. His first open play goal this season. It's a terrific finish. Laces of the right foot. There has indeed Woking have taken the lead, just approaching the 26th minute. Tariq Hines in swing cross from the left. It was cleared only as far as Harry Beatsman, centre of the box, trapped it right footed, and with the same foot smashed it in with the laces. Just what Harry Beatsman needed. He's had a bit of criticism from fans recently, but the skipper answering his critics superbly there. 26 minutes played, Woking 1, Truro City 0.
And if you're a Truro fan, it's a bit hard on them really.
You have to say balance of play. Actually, you could argue that is certainly very harsh on Truro City, but that's what happens when you're down at the bottom, and now Woking can relax a bit more from the Truro restart. They played it long towards the left hand side. Now it's a throw for Woking State. Drew releases it, headed out for another throw for Drew to take. That will certainly settle the cards now. Harry Beatman's first open play goal this season, and it is Akoli back now for Jaskalainen under a bit of pressure. Jaskalainen gets it clear over halfway towards Beatman. Beatman trying to flick on. It was Rooney just headed it just in front of him, but he felt a little nudge. Certainly saw a bit of nudge down Beatman, but probably nothing over aggressive though from Rooney. It's just headed out playing Hines with the short throw for Beatman. Returns it to Hines. Hines back now on the left hand side for Richards. Goes behind him for Akoli. Akoli now finds O'Brien in the centre circle. Bit of pocket space, but back for Jaskalainen in the D. Has Andrews in front of him. I wonder if Jaskalainen might just go a bit more direct. Daisy cuts a pass in Jaskalainen, flick from Sanderson to O'Brien, and now Sanderson again. Sanderson turns and he's taken up from behind from Law, and that's a certain free kick there for Woking just by the centre circle. But again now, Johnny can see the confidence. Nice one touch play to O'Brien and Sanderson.
Yeah, and the thing is also that Truro have noticeably dropped back a bit as well and sitting deeper. I keep saying Woking, I do believe, have the wind in their favour this half, and they really do need to capitalise on it, because second half it's going to be a lot tougher.
Most certainly, and it would be huge if they could maybe get the goal to this first half. Just approaching the 28th minute, Woking 1, Truro City 0. Goal scored by Harry Beatman a few minutes ago. So Jack Turner now clips it, right-footed towards head of Chinakoli. Well caught though from Dan Alavako.
Not the best of free kicks, really. High, hanging, floaty, keeper's ball all day long. To put a bit of pace on it.
Nice turn there from Rooney, midway inside his half on the stretch, and just about plays it to Oxlade-Chamberlain, chops inside away from Beatman. Oxlade-Chamberlain now lays it across for Law. Law goes direct, down the left too high though for Asani. Header from Akinola, now O'Brien just beyond halfway, has it under a spell. O'Brien heading towards the centre circle, plays it through it for Richards, one touch to take over halfway, bursting down the inside left, here come the cards. Richards out for Hines, can he maybe get delivery in? Hines, little step over, into the box, Hines chips it towards the back post, look at the header, Drew just flicked away in the nick of time by Riley Lowe. Drew chasing the ball down, and he'll let it go out for a Woking corner kick on the far side.
Yeah, great to see Hines getting forward more and more. He's such a threat down this left hand side.
Certainly is, and get him involved and he can create some problems, and Woking needed their wing backs to get up behind the system. It need the wing backs to thrive, and especially getting Tyreek Hines in it. Certainly is working now. Short corner from Woking. Drew and Turner combined. Turner has his cross blocked from Larak Asani. Another corner kick for Woking on the right hand side. Wonder if they might just whip this one in now instead of going short. That wasn't a successful one there.
I don't think I've ever seen Woking do a successful short corner, I have to say.
Well, there's always a first time that wasn't one of those occasions. Clipped in for Turner towards the back post. Akoli trying to rise. Akoli was being pulled down to grab Oxlade-Chamberlain. O'Brien flicks it in field. Header now falls to Andrews. Andrews shot blocked. It's pinball around the box. Sanderson can't get a shot off. And now Truro City desperately trying to clear. And now Rooney's brought down Fakinola, but nothing in for the referee. Drew takes heavy touches opposite number. Bell clears the way. Pandemonium inside the box.
How is that not a penalty on Chin? I mean, he was just pulled down and the referee was absolutely right there. It's a penalty all day long.
And the Woking bench turn away in disgust. I did think that Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain was climbing over top of Chinakoli, but nothing given by the referee.
Really poor decision, I think.
So just over half hour gone here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking 1, Truro City 0. And Woking had a good case there for a penalty. Truro would be very relieved.
You do that anywhere else on the field and it's a foul.
It's a long ball from Truro down the left hand side. And Dean, I'm sure a lot of Woking fans will share frustrations there, John. It was certainly a decision that hasn't gone well around most of the ground, apart from the away end opposite to John Knight. Again, fair play to Truro City fans. Again, coming in decent numbers here. The long journey they've had up to Woking, and it's a throw from Drew back to Akinola. Now Coley in possession. Left-footed clearance from Jaskalainen. towards the far side. Sanson can't flick it on, but ball just bounce forwards. Law heads it square, and now clear with the right foot, Oxlade-Chamberlain. And that'll be a Woking throw just behind halfway on the far side.
And Woking's pressure beginning to tell a little bit now. Truro looking a bit scrappier, you know, not as composed as they were by any means, rather rushing their clearances.
Aidan O'Brien rolls it back for Chinakoli. Again, O'Brien a few yards away from the centre circle on the far side. O'Brien now square for Akinola. Akinola turns onto his right foot, back here for Chinakoli. Now to Turner, who's in between Okoli and Richards. Time on the ball for Jack Turner. Turner goes square for Chinakoli. Now short to Akinola onto his right foot. Rolls it onto the halfway line for Sanderson now. Sanderson trying to turn, but his full pass is blocked from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Then just a little nudge there from Sanderson on Jeffcott. And Woking concede a free kick just in front of halfway on Truro City's left-hand side. So Law lifts it down the left channel, headed away though from Turner. Now Akinola holding up the ball back here for Turner, and Turner slams it away, spinning up towards Buteman. Ball bouncing a bit awkward for Buteman, trying to volley it forwards, but cleared from Law. Now here with Richards. Richards looks to his left, gives it to Hines. Hines under pressure from Bell. Infield for Turner. Turner back for Jaskalainen. Now time for Jaskalainen just to survey his options, see what pass might be best for him. And Jaskalainen still looking forwards here. He's going to go direct, left-footed. He'll look towards Sanderson, and Sanderson easily just held off from Sanders. And now back here with Lavacombe. First time to Law, midway inside his half. Plays it into midfield to Rooney. Back here with Law. Law trying to chop and field now. O'Brien all over the back of him. O'Brien giving him nowhere to go, but Law just about gets it clear. Now it's over halfway. Jeffcott knocks it to his left-hand side, and it was a good idea to knock it towards the running Asani, but Turner just got a vital touch to clear it away for a throw. Truro take just in front of the halfway line now. Lirak Asani back here for Rudy. Square in the centre circle for Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain. Woking 1, Truro 0. 33.5 minutes played. Truro lose it in the centre circle, and now Andrews on halfway down the inside left. Turner edge of the box. Now Turner puts a low cross in, deflects into the centre and gets away from the path of Sanderson. So free range for Oxlade-Chamberlain just to clear his lines, but Hines holds up the ball a few yards over halfway. Andrews now on the stretch, plays it down the left for Turner. He turns and gives it to Hines, left side of the box. Hines cross, blocked from Bell, falls back to Hines on the byline. Hines trying to beat Rooney there, but Rooney just puts a right foot to intervene, and that will be a corner kick for Woking on the left-hand side for Jack Turner to take. It is indeed just over 11 minutes to go till half-time. Woking 1, Truro City 0. Since you were last with us, Woking had a penalty appeal. It was a corner from the right-hand side. Looked like Chinakoli was being held from Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain, but the referee didn't give a penalty to the fury of the Woking crowd. But Woking now very comfortable in this match, leading by goal to 0, 34.5 minutes played.
Oh dear, and that's a waste from Turner. Just overhit it. We'll put it down to the wind again, shall we? Yeah, I have to say, not the best corner from Turner, but again, they've got to try and take advantage, Woking, of shooting in the right direction to win this half. But yeah, not a great corner. No, I mean, they're definitely forcing Truro back, aren't they now? Whereas in the opening stages, it was Truro taking the initiative.
Peterman heads forwards from the goal kick from Lavacombe, but too heavy. That header was towards Ollie Sanderson. So back here with Lavacombe. Now Lavacombe searching towards the left-hand side. Jeff Gott defeat in the air from Drew. Comes off the top of Law's head. O'Brien, lovely touch from him. Now O'Brien just the front halfway, very silky feet. Back here for Akinola, first time. Now Sanderson looks to hold up. He found from behind from Sanders, nothing given. Now Sanderson in the centre circle for Andrews, square for Richards. Now Richards bursting forwards. On his outside is Hines. Hines is used. Hines out, finds Richards, left side of the box. Rooney puts the tackle in, deflects back off Richards for a goal kick. But again, Woking looking electric when they get down left-hand side at times. Richards and Hines can try and combine.
Yeah, it's good to see Richards as well advancing up the field, you know. I think the manager had a word with him earlier and said, look, there is space there, move into it.
Going to be huge for Woking if they get that second before half-time, just to give them that extra bit of comfort, because Truro still won this match. They fought pretty well this first half. Andrews wins the header from the goal kick, drops a Beadsman, loses it against Rooney. And now Rooney, short left-footed pass. Oh, time challenge for Akinola on Jeffcott on halfway. Now Turner, short for O'Brien. Woking enter the attacking third out on the right-hand side. O'Brien now knocks it short for Drew. Back on the far side for Turner. Now it's Akinola, a few yards in front of halfway. Akinola to Okoli. Andrews, left-footed pass now. Akinola, one touch to take it into the Truro half. Coming forward to Akinola. On his outside is Drew, in field for O'Brien. O'Brien midway in the Truro half. Woking comfortable in possession it. Andrews now moves it onto his left foot. Back here for Okoli. A couple of yards behind halfway. Taps it to O'Brien. And now square for Turner. Now O'Brien, first time, takes deflection off Lurakasani. And that's what Woking needs to do. Just keep the ball comfortably. And keep them in that lead before half time, but they'll likely be hoping that side can extend it. Of course, Drew's throw can't reach O'Brien. Now O'Brien gets back onto it. O'Brien holds off Asani, and now here's Drew. Needs a bit of support, has that behind him in Turner. And now Okodi, level the centre circle, just beyond halfway, finds Beatsman holding off Rooney. Rooney having a little tug at Beatsman's shirt, but Beatsman stays on his feet and then plays it short for Drew. Back here for Akinola. Again, Woking have a good period of possession here. 37.5 minutes gone. Woking 1, Truro City 0. Andrews now whips it, looking over top for Hines. Lovely touch from Hines. What a ball for Andrews. Hines, though, just gets away from him in the end as Lavacombe gets down to it. Really good idea there from Andrews. Now Bell looks to come forwards quickly. Hines bearing down on him. Bell on halfway releases the pass. Jonathan Fisher now trying to turn away from Richards. There's Andrew. Andrews is there for cover. Does really well. Oh, slits a bit, Andrews. He's by the Woking box, then just clears it. That takes a deflection off Johnson Fisher. It did indeed throw for Woking.
Yeah, and Woking exploiting the space really behind Truro's back four, particularly down this right-hand side, you know, with Hines. It was just so unlucky. It was a great ball over the top and almost brought it down under control.
Certainly Richards releases the throw. Sanson beating the air from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Header on halfway down from Asani. Now diving header from Akinola. It's a light header for Andrews. Andrews on halfway. Down the inside left. Beatsman trying to get to it. Beatsman putting the pressure on Rooney. Rooney now surrounded by Beatsman and Sanson. But gets the ball away to Johnson Fisher. Holds it up just beyond halfway. Tackle one from Richards. Tidy feet from Richards. From Caleb Richards. Now he dispossessed from Dean. But now Turner has it on the halfway line. Beatsman first time wanted a run down that inside left channel from Sanderson. Sanderson just a bit annoyed there, Beatsman. I think, Beatsman wanted that run, but Sanderson wanted it into feet. Truro City down the left-hand side for Jeff Gott to chase. Will Jeff Gott get to it too far, though, for the number 15? We have 6 minutes to play in this first half. Woking 1, Truro City 0.
Yeah, and it's noticeable how since Woking scored, they've very much upped the ante. You know, there's a lot more bite in their tackles. They're not giving Truro time on the ball, whereas in the first 15-20 minutes, you know, they stood off them and allowed Truro to knock it around.
Goal kick here for Will Jaskalainen to take. Getting some latest goals in the National League. Southend 1, Aldershot 0, Willstone 1, Altrincham 0, Yeovil 0, Bournemouth 1. Of course, defeated Woking last weekend. And here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, Woking 1, Truro 0. To flick on from Sanderson from the goal kick. Drew now out the right hand side. Level the penalty area. Has that infield option of Aidan O'Brien. O'Brien now. Little step over now. Just a few yards behind him in the centre for Andrews. And to his left to Hines. First time for O'Brien. Hines making some movement just on the edge of the box, but O'Brien being forced back here. Law sticking to him. Now O'Brien turns in the middle. Beatsman trying to flick it to O'Brien, but Beatsman tackle from behind. No free kick given. Rooney's long ball, and the wind diverts it onto the head of Okoli. Now Andrews turns just behind halfway, just has to clear his lines towards left hand side. Truro City throw.
And O'Brien furious really with the referee. But he's such a clever player, O'Brien. He never seems hurried. He never panics, and you know, he retains the ball really well. He's always looking for a pass, always looking for an option.
Oxlade-Chamberlain's throw. Johnson Fisher, nice first touch, hits off Hines. And now Johnson Fisher holds off Andrews and lets it run up for a Truro City throw. In the attacking third on the right hand side, Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain to take the throw. Now throws it to Johnson Fisher, holds it up, edge of the box. Johnson Fisher trying to take on Richards here on the byline. Good tackle there from Richards, left-footed, but does concede the corner kick. So a chance now for Truro City to put a bit of pressure on. So corner on the right-hand side to be taken it. Let's see what can happen with this. So Connor Riley Lowe, skipper to deliver. Riley Lowe's delivery towards the near post. Header away there from Sanderson. Header from Bell. From the edge of the box on the inside left. Beatsman heads down, and that trickles out for a Truro City throw. Midway inside the Woking half. They can try and get some pressure on Truro City, and will be a throw here for Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain to take midway inside the Truro City half. So Oxlade-Chamberlain now releases the throw towards the near post. So Cody heads out the box, bounce out towards the right. Is Larak Hassani, who's opposite number Tariq Hines, facing him up. Hassani now drifting further and further infield. Hassani goes the short pass, and now Dean's under pressure from Andrews, but manages to square it to Truro City. They're still in the attacking third, but Hines sticking to Rooney here. Rooney gets the pass, falls down. Riley Lowe turns inside the box. Riley Lowe's delivery, punch away from Jaskalainen. That's great goalkeeping. Beatsman tries to get under control, breaks it up for Truro City, and another shot blocked. I think that was Riley Lowe. Another shot blocked there inside the box from McCauley, and Woking get it clear.
Yeah, another nervy moment. Good work from Jaskalainen. He got a firm hand on that to push it away. But again, Truro asking one or two questions of Woking's defence.
Yeah, good little period for the visitors to try and get that equaliser before half-time. We have 2.5 minutes of this first half to go. Oxlade-Chamberlain flings the throw in. Head away from McCurdy, trapped on the chest of Rooney, inside left. And that goes square on his outside. Here is a cross to come in from the left-hand side, but straight into the arms of Will Jaskalainen. It was attempted there from Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain. Got good whip on it, but too close to Jaskalainen. Now rolls it short for Turner. Woking have a man down there, and we're raving about Aidan O'Brien. He is down for the cards.
Don't quite know what's happened.
No, I do worry it might be a muscle issue, and that's a huge shame for the cards. And physio now is on for Woking, and real concern here for Aidan O'Brien. Still Woking 1, Truro City 0 with 2 minutes of this first half to go. Some concern for Woking though. Aidan O'Brien's had a really good first half of the card, just down this own half. Couldn't quite see what happened. I've got suspicion it might be a muscle issue for him, but just before that, Truro City were putting some good pressure on. Conor Riley Lowe, the left back and skipper, turned and put a fierce cross in, which was punched away by Will Jaskalainen. The ball then fell back to Conor Riley Lowe inside the box, but his shot was blocked from Chinakoi. So Woking just need to weather a bit of Truro City pressure, but there's a break in play with Aidan O'Brien still being treated here. So just a minute of this first half to go, normal time. Woking 1, Truro City 0.
And do you think Neil Ardley will be happy with Woking's first half performance?
I think overall, the scoreline wise, yes, and I think Woking have grown into it well, but I think he'd be disappointed and didn't cut the traps too well. But they have grown into the half fairly well, in my opinion. The goal's just completely settled Woking. I felt the goal was coming. There was a few good moments down the left, and he felt the pressure was slowly building. There was that little one-touch piece of play from the right-hand side where Beatsman just couldn't quite get a shot away inside the box. But he certainly took the goal brilliantly. And yeah, apart from that last minute there when Riley Lowe put the cross in and had a shot blocked, I think Woking have been fairly comfortable, settled more in possession. Just hope this isn't serious for Aidan O'Brien.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't moved, and he's now at least sitting up, and he's now getting to his feet. But
a few sarcastic cheers from the Truro City fans, but
I think his day is done. I could be wrong, but he's walking off a little bit gingerly, but yeah, and he is in fact being replaced. Well, I think
looks like it's a ball for 3 minutes of stoppage time actually, so there's a bit of confusion. I think the ball was going.
You can see that Kelly's getting ready to come on.
Yes, he is coming off, and here is the board now for a substitution. So as John mentioned, Josh Kelly to come on. That is a huge shame for Woking. I think John was singing praises of Aidan O'Brien just a moment ago. That's a bit of class, gets the ball under control and not phased anything around him. I just hope it isn't anything serious for Aidan O'Brien. That's a blow for Woking. But we get to see Josh Kelly and Ollie Sanderson up front with each other. Interesting to see how that combination will work. So we're now into first half stoppage time. 3 minutes added on and almost a minute completed, but there's been a little bit more time added on because of that substitution being made. And now it's referee lays it in front of Will Jaskalainen, and now Jaskalainen can look to try and find one of the forwards. Jaskalainen out towards the right hand side. Too high for Sanderson. Kelly trying to run to it. Head away from Law. Flicked on from Dean. Drops here for Drew. First time for Andrews. Andrews now. Was he just tripped there from Dean? At 10 yards in the Truro half. He was indeed. Free kick for Woking on the far side. Turner behind this. I don't know if it's going to go short or not. I think he will clip this one in. Jack Turner. So halfway into 3 minutes of stoppage time. Harry Beaton's goal separating the two sides here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium, and Jack Turner now set himself 5-6 yards in front of halfway on the far side. Inside channel, Turner lifts in, really poor free kick though, diving header from Dean, and now Truro City turn with Johnson Fisher, burst over halfway, well timed challenge there from Jamie Andrews, and then Richards clears his lines, now not square from Beatsman to Cody. Cody first time for Ollie Sanderson to chase. Sanderson gets to it on the left hand side. Sanderson loses balance though. Oxlade-Chamberlain wins that duel. Played in field and then whipped forward by Rooney. Header one from McCarty. Nicely touched from Drew. In the centre circle, just over halfway. Short to his left to Andrews. Back on halfway for Hines. Hines now moves it onto his right foot and then links up with Josh Kelly's in the centre circle. Back here for Chinakoli. Woking just need to see off this first half professionally. Here is Chinakoli, right footed pass, and now Josh Kelly, and back to Tunji Akinolo. Woking just very calm on the ball here. Drew on halfway, and now is Tunji Akinolo and Woking just playing it across that back three. Akoli just goes in front of him into midfield to Andrews. Back here for Tunji Akinolo, bringing it towards halfway. Akinolo now release it for Drew with a short pass. Drew in field. Now Akinolo continues his run, and he was tripped there down the inside right, and that will be a free kick. It was Lirak Hassani who tripped him, and that will be yellow card as well for Asani, and a free kick for Woking.
Yeah, you can't have any complaints about that. But just coming back a moment or so ago, that was such an important challenge by Jamie Andrews, because the Truro player was away.
Yeah, most certainly. It's one of those things you probably forget by the end of the match, but you know, if Woking come out win this, it's those little tackles that can make a difference, because as John was saying, Truro City were away with Johnson Fisher, but it was an excellent challenge by Jamie Andrews. Free kick for Woking just on the midway inside the Truro half, scooped in from Turner. Header from Oxlade-Chamberlain, rolls in the box for a sign to clear on his far as Turner. Edge of the area, lifts it in. Head away though from Law. As a poor delivery now. Andrews strikes low, takes deflection. Is that going to go out for a corner kick? Yep, Bell can't get to it. It will be a corner on the left hand side for Woking. So it's Woking on the front foot, looking to get that second before the break.
Yeah, some of Turner's deliveries have been, to quote Doyle, disappointing. You know, not getting enough height, distance, and pace on the crosses. So it makes it very easy for the opposition.
Jack Turner to take the corner from the left-hand side in front of the KRE. Woking leading by goal to nil. 4th minute stoppage time we're into now. Corner in from Turner. It was just a foul inside the area. Maybe a little shove from Harry Beatsman. And now the half-time whistle should go any second.
See, it amazes me the referee can see that foul, supposedly by Buteman, but couldn't see an absolute blatant foul on Akoli earlier in this half.
Certainly will be, certainly will be a talking point at half-time. So half-time here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. It is Woking 1, Truro City 0. Harry Buteman's goal separating the two sides here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. It was a lovely finish on the 25th minute when it bloked to him, curled it into the bottom corner. And it's been a solid first half from the Cards. At the break here, it is Woking 1, Truro City 0. Hello everyone, and a warm welcome back here to the Laythwaite Community Stadium, where Woking are leading Truro City by goal to nil. Skipper Harry Beatsman stepping up to the plate, finishing a ball that was fired to him by Truro City defender in the box. He controlled it brilliantly and hit it even better past Dan Lavacombe into the back of the net. It's been a pretty comfortable first half for Woking after the goal. Truro City did start off the brighter, I'd say, in the first quarter now, but yeah, Woking, I'd say after the 20-minute mark, really started getting into the game, and he felt the goal was coming, and Harry Beatsman got it, and then yeah, the midfield really started to take charge, and everything just looked more comfortable for Woking. The win certainly took a lot out of the goal certainly took a lot out of Truro City, and they'll be looking for a big response this second half, and John hoping for more of the same from Woking. The second half returns of what we saw in the last 20 minutes that half, and it's a goal. It's a restart now from Woking, and Jamie Andrews goes long towards the far side, well controlled here from Drew. Back here for Tunji Akinola, down the line and cleared away. Ball now looping up into the air, and it was just a little push there on Jack Turner, and that will be a free kick actually for Truro City. Just a push came from Turner in the end. It's taken short to Law, and now Law goes long, cleared away from Okoli. Well trapped it from Ollie Sanderson. Tackle comes in from Rooney, and Riley Lowe plays it down the left-hand side. And it's controlled there from Tunji Akinola. Powers it up towards Harry Buteman. Oxley Chamberlain controls, and in the centre circle, it's a quick pass there from Dean out his feet. It was just a slight nudge on him from Jamie Andrews. So John hoping for where Woking pick up where they left off in the first half.
Yeah, obviously now with the wind against them, sometimes it can help you, because when you've got the wind in your favour, you can overhit it, whereas this time the ball will hold up a little bit. But yeah, Woking need to, as I say, be mindful that Truro are no pushover by any means. I've been really, really impressed with their number 11, Dominic Johnson Fisher.
And a chance here for Jeff Got brilliant save there for Jaskalainen, and Drew clears. A low cross comes in towards their boat. Jeff Got for a tight angle, deflects off Chinakoli. It's near the goal line, and Aaron Drew manages to clear it away. And now here is Truro City on the far side, continuing to try and put the pressure on. And now Dean loses balance, and Turner steps in there, wins it 50-50 against Asani. Buteman, middle of his half now, plays up towards Kelly. Really nice first touch from Kelly. Handball appeals from Truro, they haven't been met. Ollie Sanderson, right side of the box out. Sanderson puts the low ball in towards the back post. Line is Drew Andrews. Can he get up the troll? Still Jamie Andrews trying to sit on top of the ball there, but the referee, the goalkeeper, does get his hands on the ball in the end-to-end stuff. John at the Layfake Community Stadium.
Absolutely, I was just saying and singing the praises of Dominic Johnson Fisher, and there he was one-on-one with Jaskalainen, who did absolutely brilliantly really to save Woking skins. And then they broke away at the other end, and Andrews nearly getting on the end of a cross, but it just shows you how Truro are still very much in this game.
Well, certainly, what a save that was from Will Jaskalainen. That is what he does best. And it's a long ball from Jaskalainen. Head away there from Sanders. Drops here for Andrews by the centre circle. First time for Beaton. Now another first time pass. Sanderson's Andrews. Andrews can't find a teammate. Cleared away from Law. Now Sani gets it forwards. The ball bouncing in. Richards deals with it. That was a terrific save a moment ago from Will Jaskalainen. Now it is Jaskalainen on the ball. Floats it out towards the right hand side. Nice touch there from Tunji Akinola. Turns on halfway. Now back for Okoli. First time with his left foot to turn in the centre of the Woking half. It is Jaskalainen now looks to his left hand side. Richards bring it towards halfway. Has Andrews in field. Andrews now picks out Buteman. Buteman turns in the centre circle and just goes behind it for Turner. Now Woking move it backwards. It's in defence. Centre of that back three with Okoli. Again, a short ball for Kelly to drop deep and link up with Chinakoli. Okoli, direct ball. Can he find Aaron Drew? Head away. Only as far as Turner. Now flicked on from Drew, taking on the chest of Law. Law now drills it left-footed. And the end goes out for a goal kick for Woking. Yeah, end-to-end stuff a moment ago, but Jaskalainen was to the rescue. Woking just need to settle a bit in this second half. That's what Nolali will be hoping for. Jaskalainen at this line now, just make sure everyone's organised this goal kick where he wants them to be. And it's taken short to Chinakoli. Okoli now clips it towards halfway. Diving header there from Riley Lowe, flicked on from Norcott. And now it's back here with Will Jaskalainen. It's coming up to the 50th minute here. Overhand throw for Jaskalainen. Woking 1, Truro City 0. Richards midway inside his half. Now Richards heading towards halfway. Caleb Richards left-footed. Now short ball to Hines. Hines turns. Turner on the halfway line prods it back. In step is right for Andrews. So again, Woking just looking to enjoy some possession here. So Cody right in the middle. Cody now drills it into the centre circle. That's a nice sharp turn for Kelly. Now Kelly can try and come forwards on the right. He's been halted by Law sticking tight to him. Now Drew cuts in field. Aaron Drew, right footed. Now rolled for Caleb Richards. Richards now trying to play it in behind for Hines. That's a really nicely weighted pass. Hines to Sanderson. Can he poke it home? That's a vital block there from Sanders. Lovely ball behind from Richards to Hines. Low cross came in, and that was exit for Sam Sanders to block Ollie Sanderson trying to poke it home.
Great move from Woking. Quickly switching play. Incisive through pass, but you've got to say it was a great challenge from the defender on Sanderson.
Most certainly. Short corner taken from the cart. Now Beatsburn swings in. Akinola takes on the turn. Akinola strike wide the target. It was a lovely first touch. Took on the swivel. Went well wide in the end, but certainly an effort worth taking on there for Tunji Akinola. And again, it was a lovely first touch from Akinola. Again, it's a tough sort of finish to execute though on the turn. Just looking for some late scores in the National League. Braintree 0, Sutton 0, EC 0, Solihull 1, Halifax 1, Brackley 0, Forest Green 0, Rochdale 1, Southend 1, Aldershot 0, Tamworth 0, Morecambe 0, Wilstone 1, Altrincham 1. It's a nice touch there from Caleb Richards as Truro City went long, and now Richards looks to clear away. It's a late challenge there from Jeff Cott on the far side, and that will be free kick for Woking. It's Yeovil 0, Bournemouth 2, and here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium, Woking 1, Truro City 0.
Bournemouth going ever so well, aren't they?
Yeah.
I was impressed with them last week, I have to say, particularly in the first half. I know Woking didn't lay a glove on them, but they look really decent. And in fact, very much changed the sort of style of play as well. Possession-based players wanting to get on the ball, lots of passing.
Again, a side who certainly intended to compete at the top end of the table this season. Dean's forward ball, control from Akinola in the centre circle. That's left there for Beatsburn. Nice little touch for Kelly down the inside left. Lovely pass from Kelly. And a shot from Sanderson blocked from Moxley Chamberlain. Now played towards Jeff Cotton centre circle, but Okoli steps in, intercepts. Now Okoli gets the way, and his Law now a chance for Truro City to get away down the left hand side. Here's Johnson Fisher, enters the penalty. Johnson Fisher on his right foot, it's straight to Jaskalainen, and now chance for Truro City on the follow. What's a clearance off the line there from Jamie Andrews. Outstanding. It was Dean on the follow-up, hit it right-footed, and Jamie Andrews with a superb clearance off the line. It's still 1-0 to Woking.
Yeah, but it came about because Okoli lost the ball in a key position and created acres of space for their dangerman Johnson Fisher. Really good work again from Jaskalainen, and then, as you say, a crucial clearance off the line, and Woking living dangerously.
Certainly, Will Dean on the follow-up. That was outstanding there from Jamie Andrews after Johnson Fisher had a shot saved from Jaskalainen. Throw comes in, Okoli heads away. And now Truro City on the far side, and a good cross spot there from Kelly. It will be goal kick. Woking 1, Truro City 0. It's been a lively start, I must say, to this second half. Truro City, the first couple of minutes, could have got an equaliser. Shot from Dominic Johnson Fisher on the turn inside the box, forced an outstanding stop from Will Jaskalainen, and Woking managed to clear. They went up the other end and could have scored for Jamie Andrews, but it was a really good tackle from Sanders from across. And again, Sanders made another tackle. It was a cross on the left hand side just a couple of minutes later. Sanson tried to turn it in, but again Sanders with another great challenge from Hines cross. And then just a moment ago, Jamie Andrews cleared off the line for Woking. It was Johnson Fisher got into the box, shot saved on the follow-up. Will Dean had a shot cleared off the line for Jamie Andrews. So really lively start to the second half. 54 minutes played. Woking 1, Truro City 0. And Jaskelainen finds Akinola. Akinola, heavy pass there though for Drew. And now it's back here with Lavacum. Long from Sanders down the left-hand side. And Johnson Fisher just down there. It was awkward landing there for Johnson Fisher, back on his feet.
But he's been so lively for them, hasn't he? Got real turn of pace.
He's by far been the big bright spark of the game. Woking won Truro City 0, but Woking living dangerously a bit the second half. Jaskelainen, brilliant save first couple of minutes, and Andrews a moment ago clearing off the line. Header there from Oxlade-Chamberlain, and now Richards wins his aerial duel. Drops on the inside right here for Bell. Now Bell back in the centre circle. First time from Law. Now Riley Lowe trying to look down the left-hand side, but really good work from Drew to take him back on halfway. Now it's Sanders going long, head away from Akinola. Now Truro City have it on the left-hand side. Asani holds it up. Now Riley Lowe trying to cut him, but again Kelly closing down the space. And now Rooney drifts and Phil gets away from Kelly. Rooney down the left-hand side, squares it now for Law in the centre. Truro City have Woking pinned back here. Riley Lowe. Again, Riley Lowe can't find space to get a pass off. Kelly's tackle now falls to Rooney just front halfway. Buteman harassing him. Rooney retains the ball and pass it back for Dan Lavacum.
But Truro have started the second half like they started the first half. Very much taking the game to Woking and causing problems.
Most certainly, and Hines heads out for a throw to Truro. Throw on the far side, and now to Sam Sanders. It is Law on the ball. Law, 3 yards beyond halfway, diagonal. That's a good control there from Tariq Hines. Now back in front of halfway with Oxlade-Chamberlain, and slowly bring it forwards. Midway inside the Woking half, lays it off here for Bell, and Bell just couldn't get that touch right there from the layoff, and Truro can see the throw. And Woking just need to get settled a bit here. Simon Bassey on the sidelines, Neil Arley's assistant.
They've been guilty of giving the ball away very, very cheaply, and I think they're obviously concerned about the wind, and they've dropped back 5 yards or so. So they need to get up the pitch a little bit.
Short throw from Woking. Richards now. Flick from Buteman. Cut out though from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Just the front halfway. Tidy feet from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Short here now. Dean pings it down the right. Cut out from Richards midway inside the Woking half. Hines now looks inside. Now Andrews finds Akinola in space. Akinola looks to take this forwards. Akinola goes short for Aaron Drew. Drew turns. Can't give it to Kelly though. Picked up here from Sanders. Now square for Law. Law goes long. Trying to look over the top. Headed away there from Okoli. Now falls for Drew. Here's Kelly. Kelly now right footed. Ball for Sanderson to chase. Sanderson trying to hold it up on the byline on the right hand side. Good work there from Sanderson, and now short for Drew. Drew cuts in. Now Andrews back here for Drew. Drew needs help here. Drew doesn't have a forward option. Has to go back for Akinola. First time for Hines. Hines turns. And just got the ball stuck on his foot there. Hines lost his balance, and now Truro City down the far side with Bell. Bell just slows himself down so Woking can get men back. Bell has no one in field to go to. Has to go back in the end to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Looks in the centre circle. Rooney just beats Kelly to the punch. And now ball down the inside left for Law. Laid off from Asani to Riley Lowe. Back down the left from Riley Lowe to Asani. Asani now to Johnson Fisher. Turns, plays it in behind for Riley Lowe, but that's good cut out there from Akinola. And now Woking can get forwards here. Over halfway with Jamie Andrews. Needs support down the left. Bell chasing back. Still Andrews on the left hand side. Andrews goes down, and that was a push there from Zachary Bell. A free kick for Woking. Bit of respite now for the Cards.
Yeah, good work from Jamie Andrews. It was a buccaneering run, and he's got the Cards much higher up the pitch now.
And finally Woking got to have a bit of attack and play themselves, and again Ollie Sanderson did have a good chance a few minutes ago from a cross that came in, but I'd say Truro City being the better side this second half for sure. So free kick for Jack Turner to take. Left edge of the box. Woking 1, Truro City 0. Just coming up to the 59th minute. So Jack Turner Just wondering what to do it. Again, has a couple of short options in Drew and Andrews, but I don't think he'll pass them. I think he will opt just to whip it in when he has the likes of a Coley in there. And Sanderson to look for. So Turner in swing, ball goes low, all through everyone, but in the end, grabbed low down from Dan Lavacombe.
Right idea though.
Certainly.
Drilling it hard and low.
Yeah, good idea there from Turner. As Law now, wrong foots Kelly. Law, that's too far there for Jeffcott. And now it's with Bill Jaskalainen. Left side of his area. And Jaskalainen has options in front of him. Turner and Andrews maybe to go to midfield, but instead goes long out towards Hines, and the ball just bounces over Tariq Hines. Neil Lardley absolutely furious on the sidelines. Don't think he'd be too pleased what he's seen in the second half. Hour gone, Woking 1, Truro City 0, but Truro forced the more dangerous moments. Throw from Oxlade-Chamberlain down the far side. Header and fill from Andrews. Ball bounces in, now cleared from Richards. Sanderson holds it up just behind halfway. Sanderson can't lay off the teammate though. Loose ball falls to Hassani. Now square in the centre, just behind halfway. And now it's a turn there for Johnson Fisher. And it's a free kick for Truro City. Johnson Fisher turn just clipped there from Tunji Akinola. So free kick for the visitors. Level with the centre circle. And Sani, I think, might be the man to take this free kick, as Law behind it as well. So Law steps over the ball. Sani goes short. And now free kick, it's lifted in from Riley Lowe for that short free kick. Well grabbed though from Will Jaskalainen. Good idea there from Truro City, but not quite executed the way they wanted.
No, it shows you how tricky the wind is though for Jaskalainen. He was almost in danger of misjudging it for a moment.
Drew infield here for Kelly on halfway. Back for Drew. Again to Kelly, just evades Kelly. Now Bootsman can't get to the ball before Rooney slack from Woking. And now it's Dean, and Truro City really smelling blood to try and get an equaliser. And now Dean trying to turn down the right hand side. Goes backwards as he hit that off Hines. In the end, Dean's knocked out for a throw for Woking.
Yes, as you say, Tom, sloppy really from Woking. They've done that several times this half, got themselves in reasonable positions and given the ball away in a really bad area, in the middle of the park.
Yeah, frustrating there for Woking, and still have the lead, but really feel like at the moment they need that second goal. Tariq Hines to take the Caleb Richards to take the throw. Midway inside the Woking half. Throw taken, diving head away from Bell, and now Coley meets that with his head. Beatsman wins a slight flick on, now cleared from Law. Coley diving towards the ball, a little nudge there on Coley by Jeffcott, and that will be a free kick for Woking. And Jamie Andrews just steps over the ball. And it's now left for Chinakoli to take the free kick. In fact, it's going to be Will Jaskalainen to ping it forwards. Easy head away for Sam Sanders. Flick on there from Kelly. Richards gets there before Johnson Fisher. Down the left, can't find a teammate though. It's with Oxlade-Chamberlain. Turns away from Hines. And now Zachary Bell. Johnson Fisher holds up on halfway. Fended off Richards, now can't beat Richards when he tried to skip it. Beyond him, here is Beaton, bringing it over halfway. And Beaton looking for a pass. Clips it forwards, volleyed away from Law. Beatsman heads down, and now here's Kelly, wondering what's around him. Kelly dispossessed, and then Woking can't get onto the second ball on the far side. Whip from Dean, Johnson Fisher chases down left, head of Ratton. I'll tell you what, Johnson Fisher almost getting there. Richards just about got off on that header. Coley to Andrews.
Woking getting ready to bring on a sub. I see Asude with his top off, getting ready to come on.
Woking desperately need those fresh legs. Nice ball from Jaskalainen, finds Akinola. Akinola over halfway. Still to Akinola, driving towards the box on the inside right, out for Aaron Drew. Drew fizzes the cross in, header there from Sanders. It was a vital flick, and Bell prevents it from going for a corner kick, hits it into his supporters. Throw for Woking. And be taking it on the left hand side. I think Jamie Andrews will be taking this Woking 1, Truro City 0, 64 minutes on the clock. Since you were last with us, there's not been any clear-cut chances, but lots of moans and groans around the ground. Woking really slapped past midfield, inviting Truro City on. Then Woking defended well enough, but yeah, crowd getting a bit frustrated here. Woking need to get a grip of the midfield and try and just slow the tempo of this game and try and get that second goal. It's Woking 1, Truro City 0, just over 64 minutes played. Long throw comes in, which Bell heads away. Drops for Hines in the middle. Hines turns. Hines down to his right foot, maybe shoot opportunity, but he goes to the cross, deflects off Jeffcott, and then Lavacombe gets down on top of the ball and now rolls it square for Oxlade Chamberlain. Short right footed pass, Dean just behind halfway. And now Rooney. Rooney wants it back off Oxlade Chamberlain, gets it. Rooney now plays it through the centre circle. It's on halfway with Law. Here's Riley Loke. Has he got an option down left? Just about keeps in play. Releases the pass, but cuts out from Turner. Drew now, first time for Kelly. Kelly over halfway. Drew keeps in play. And now Drew just plays that behind Ollie Sanderson. Midway in the Woking half. Now Oxlade Chamberlain. Right foot over halfway. Johnson Fisher cuts inside of Tunji Akinola. Akinola brings him down. Has to give away the free kick there. And the referee is reaching for his pocket. And that will be yellow card for Tunji Akinola.
Yeah, he can't have any complaints either. But, you know, Woking again, so sloppy in possession. Drew had the ball, advancing up the field, and then just plays it very carelessly, straight to a Truro player, and they're away.
Yeah, again, Neil Lally just continuously see his frustration down on the sideline, and now it's a free kick for Truro City to take on the inside left. Will it be Riley Lowe or Asami to take this? About 30 yards, just under 30 yards and goal. So standing square to the ball is Lirak Hassani. So will it be him or Riley Lowe to take? Riley Lowe steps over it. So Hassani, an in-swing delivery set to come in towards the back post. Okodi heads away, and that's a flag up against Truro City anyway. So Woking can just breathe a little bit. Free kick for them to take. Again, Woking have just got to get a grip this game, and Josh Asude is coming out for Ollie Sanderson. And again, a little bit of change now for Woking to try and switch the tempo up a bit, and be Kelly leading the line. Josh Asude, that pace is much needed, especially as Truro City be coming on to Woking.
Yeah, very much so. Word about Sanderson, I think he's there for line pretty well today, put himself about. Obviously hasn't got a goal, but you know, he's been a bit of a handful. Obviously Asude offers something completely different, just absolute raw burning pace, and of course the crowd absolutely love him as well. You know, what he needs to do and what he can do is get Woking higher up the pitch. You know, he's very much going to give Truro something to think about now, stop them pushing up so much.
You think of that impact he had against Gateshead, of course, getting his first 2 National League goals, and Neil Lally be open. He can repeat that today. Free kick for Woking. Just over 67 minutes on the clock, leading by goal still for Harry Beatsman goal. It's not been a pretty game for the Cards, but they are leading. Flick on from Kelly there, and now miscontrol from Asude, couldn't get to it in the end against Law. Square for Oxlade Chamberlain, over halfway, down the left. Jeffcott gets in front of Richards, now squares it. Bell first time. Dean's offside. Gets some nice play there for Truro City, but Dean just timed his run a little bit too early, and that's a free kick for the Cards.
Yeah, again, more quick passing from Truro, and you know, I've been very impressed with them really, the way they've come out the second half, really taken the game to Woking. And were it not for Jaskalainen, they could be 2-1 up. Just shows you how important he is to the Cards.
Later scores in the National League: Braintree Town 0, Sutton United 0, Eastleigh 1, Solihull Moors 1, Halifax 1, Bratley Town 0, Forest Green Rovers 0, Rochdale 1, Southend United 1, Aldershot Town 0, Tamworth 0, Morecambe 0, Wealdstone 1, Altrincham 1, Yeovil Town 0, Bournemouth 2, and here is Woking 1, Truro City 0. Okoli diving header, flicked forward and out, cleared away from the Truro City defence. Richards header, and there was a little nudge there on the far side on Jamie Andrews.
A little nudge, I would say a big nudge.
Well, I'm trying to be kind, but yeah, he's the Truro City player protesting his innocence there to the referee, but yeah, it was a clear in front of the referee for sure, and it was from Will Dean. That's a free kick for Woking. Substitution here for Truro City looks like with Conor Riley-Lowe coming on. Aidan Marsh on for the visitors. What is their first substitution of the match? Let's see how this one will impact the game. Riley-Lowe, that first half effort blocked, and just before that, a cross pushed away as well. They were his most dangerous moments at the back in the first half. So just over 20 minutes to go here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking on course of back-to-back wins, haven't been their best today, but doesn't get that result. That's all that matters. There's plenty of time for the performances to improve consistently. Jaskalainen goes long towards a Sude, shrugged off the ball easily though in the end from Oxlade-Chamberlain, and out for a Truro City goal kick. And Truro City, they'll just keep believing. They've had their opportunities in this game. Some big moments in Jaskalainen and Andrews in this second half. That save from Jaskalainen from Jeffcott, took the shot on the turn, and then Andrews clearing Dean's effort off the line. Header from Richards from halfway now. Sude flicks on, he's chasing onto his own flick on now. Sude wins the tackle, then in the end played back to the goalkeeper by Oxlade-Chamberlain. Sude's gone down here. Great fighting play from Willa Sude. He's getting back to his feet now. Thought he won the tackle, he was about to come away. The Oxlade-Chamberlain just prodded it back to his goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean he won he won the flick on, and then actually picked it up from his own flick on. That's how quick he is.
Incredible stuff from Sude, but just about defended in the end. It'll be a drop ball in a minute from the referee. Sude looks to be fine, back on his feet.
Maybe he's just got a cut or something, because the referee came over and stopped play, didn't he?
He did indeed. I think he's being escorted off for the time being. The Sude should be allowed back on in a minute, but yeah, possibly might be a cut on Willa Sude, on Joshua Sude, I should say.
But what it does do, is give Truro something to think about. They know that they cannot dwell on the ball because he's on them.
Short from Lavacombe towards halfway. Law now turns from Kelly on the left-hand side, and Law's brought down from Kelly. Free kick for Truro City. And certainly lacked chances in the last 10-15 minutes, but Truro City put the pressure on. Short free kick to Law. Law now inside right, 25 yards and goal. Cross comes off Kelly. It is Hassani. Back now for Rooney. Goes square for Oxlade-Chamberlain in the centre circle, just front halfway. Chops onto his right foot. Woking sitting deep here. The crowd getting nervous as Sude now allowed back on the field. Truro City on the right hand side. And now Dean has to go back for Oxlade-Chamberlain. Rolls it down the inside right, controlled it from Marsh. And now back here for Dean. It's a scoop ball to his goalkeeper. Andrews chasing it down. And Lavacombe well outside his box, but thumps it forwards down the inside right. Headed backwards from Beaterman. And Woking concede the throw. Truro City will gladly take that. Again, Beaterman just puts a bit more pressure on his side now. His throw even further forwards, and Beaterman was probably open when he was heading that way. So, throw to come from the far side from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Again, it's giving me slight flashbacks what happened against Sutton last month, where Woking couldn't see that one goal advantage the way the game's going, and Jaskalainen punches the ball away. He'll be open, they can see this one out. Oxlade-Chamberlain, spinning cross comes in, punched away from Jaskalainen. A shot from Bell, and it's blocked from Turner. And now Andrews completely miscues his clearance, and now Dean hits it first time but can't find a teammate inside the box. But yeah, it was not the greatest clearance there for Jamie Andrews. Didn't really get the clean connection he wanted, but Dean hit it first time straight into the arms of Jaskalainen. Beaterman now in the centre of the Woking half. That's a nice pass to find Kelly. Kelly now doesn't have an option right in front of him. Kelly now coming forwards, squares it for Tariq Hines. Hines behind him for Beaterman. Infield here for Turner.
Woking going backwards, and it just shows you the difference between the first and second half. Hines, we've not seen operating down that left whatsoever. He hasn't got forward at all this half.
Jaskalainen short for Turner. Square for Chinakoli. Okoli now picks out Kelly in the centre circle. Kelly holds up, nice turn for Kelly to make a bit of room for himself. Kelly now can get down the inside left. Hines calling for it on the outside, still Josh Kelly. Now eventually plays it to Tariq Hines. Hines has Andrews behind him. Things just slow down here for Woking. Here's Jamie Andrews. Calls to play it forwards from the sidelines, but goes to Richards. Now Woking just in front halfway with Andrews. Back with Caleb Richards. Hines making some movement in behind, but Richards brings it forwards now, square for Kelly. Kelly, edge of the box. Now looks out for Tariq Hines. Can he cut in and get a cross in? Hines now steps in. Hines lifts it towards near post. Volleyed away from Rooney. Falls here towards Turner. Heads it down for Drew in the box. Drew now plays it back. And a shot low down for Kelly. And it's cleared away from Sam Sanders and out. Akinola, muscle from Johnson Fisher. There was a foul there from Akinola on Johnson Fisher. Just behind halfway. And a free kick for Truro City.
Yeah, and the Truro bench questioning the referee really and asking why he's not showing a second yellow here.
And of course, Tunji needs to be a bit careful on the yellow card, so it's going to be a heavy warning given to him.
Yeah, you could say he's slightly fortunate really, because that merited a yellow. That would have been his second. He'd have been off.
So Truro City. Free kick played a bit too quickly for the referee's liking there by Ryan Law. Well, actually no, the was taken quickly there. No, it's just been played down left hand side and out of play. So yeah, bit of a mix up there, but no, it's Ryan Law played down left hand side, completely evaded Dominic Johnson Fisher. I thought the way that was played, it was taken too quickly, but no, just a really poor free kick there from Truro City. Quarter an hour left here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking leading Truro City. My goal to the Yaskaline drills it towards Hines. Intercepted from Bell. Truro City on the far side with Marsh. Marsh now needs an overlap and has that. Now Dean, low ball cut out from Andrews. Time for Jamie Andrews. Goes short here for Caleb Richards. Now Richards down the left hand side and he can't find Josh Asuda. It's into the Truro City fans.
Woking have been poor overall this half. Maybe you could put it down to the wind, I don't know, but haven't got their game going at all. Just can't seem to get a string more than a couple of passes together.
It's been really
and when they do get in decent areas, they just slow it down and start going backwards.
Richards heads away the throw, and now Rooney. Oxlade-Chamberlain inside for Rooney. Rooney now heading towards boxes, pass, intercepted from Andrews. Can Woking spring an attack? Buteman to Andrews. Andrews gets to it. The sun now shining on the Laithwaite Community Stadium pitch with the dark clouds in the background. Andrews towards the middle, can't pick out Drew though. Law intercepts. Now Law bringing it out from the back. Finds Johnson Fisher, lets it roll across it. Johnson Fisher now midway inside the Woking half. Up against Turner. Johnson Fisher goes down the line. Johnson Fisher has two players around him. Still Johnson Fisher. Johnson Fisher gets the cross in the centre. Oh, what a finish there from Will Dean on the volley. And it has been coming. Brilliant ball in from Dominic Johnson Fisher. And Will Dean drifted in, unmarked, volleyed it right-footed into the roof and net. It's one apiece here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium.
Yeah, and it's that man Johnson Fisher again. Three Woking players around him, none of them made a challenge. Crosses it over, and it's a magnificent finish from Dean. He absolutely smashed it. Yaskalainen had no chance, but it's been coming really.
Certainly has been. Thoroughly deserved for the visitors. Slack second half for Woking. I felt it was going like the Sutton United game where they couldn't preserve their one goal lead. And Neil Lardley absolutely furious with his backline. Buteman now about to get us underway here. It's Woking 1, Truro City 1, and Truro City certainly deserve it. It was a lovely run down the left hand side for Dominic Johnson Fisher. I thought he's boxed out, but somehow got his cross into the box, and Will Dean steamed in unmarked, volleyed into the roof of net. And as I mentioned, exactly what the visitors deserve. 12 minutes to go, it's one apiece. Long from Turner, looking for Asude. Head away there from Sanders. Now, what have Woking got in response? Kelly heading towards Watts. Kelly strikes low, tipped away from the goalkeeper, and then cleared away from Bell. And that was really good save there from down at Lavacombe. Kelly hit it, it was hit low and hard from Josh Kelly. Lavacombe got down to his left hand side.
Yeah, finally a bit of urgency from Woking. Good work by Kelly, but why does it take Truro coming back into the game for Woking to wake up? They've had so many opportunities to play the ball forward, and as I say, they've suddenly stopped and gone backwards.
So Jack Turner coming off here, and Jake Forster Kasky on here for the Cards. Midfield change also. Timmy Olasina coming on for Tunji Akinola.
Well, he's on, thin ice, isn't he, really? Commit another foul and he'll be off. But the goal came about because Johnson Fisher, who's caused Woking all sorts of problems all afternoon, got the ball down this left-hand side. There were 3 Woking players around him, and not one of them made a challenge.
So a throw for Andrews to take. So 11 minutes remaining here. Woking 1, Truro City 1. Andrews, long throw, headed away from Sanders for a Woking throw, a Woking corner on the left-hand side, and it will be Jake Forster-Caskey to take it. So can the sub make an immediate impact on this set piece for Woking? Well, the goal certainly woken the cards up now. Short for Hines, the corner kick. Hines towards the back post, so Cody heads in the middle, and it's complete miss by Sude. And now Truro City can get it clear through Jeffcott. And again, it was dropped in the centre. It was an air kick in the end, I think, from Joshua Sude. And Truro City got it clear. Throw for Woking, just in front of halfway for Tariq Hines to take. Back here with Caleb Richards. Richards now has to go back to his goalkeeper, Willie Askeline. 10 minutes to go. Set up perfectly. Woking 1, Truro City 1. And our Woking about to be dropping more home points and gets a side in the relegation zone. Square for Yaskalainen. Odesina. And now Drew in field. Nice turn there from Kelly down the right hand side. Here comes Kelly. Kelly here for Woking. Kelly's low ball cleared away there from the centre. Drops it for Kelly. Kelly's cross blocked. It's Woking 1, Truro City 1 with 10 minutes to go. After Truro City's goal, Woking got straight back on the front foot. Josh Kelly steamed down the inside right. Really nice turn from the striker. He struck low, but Lavacombe pushed away. And actually, just as we speak, Kelly gets in the box, but his low cross is cleared away. That Truro City equaliser has certainly woken the cards up. Just under 10 minutes to go here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. It's Woking 1, Truro City 1.
Yeah, good work from Kelly. You know, he sparked the Woking revival. Why couldn't they have played like this earlier in the half? Why does it take a Truro equaliser to wake them up?
So Jake Forster-Caskey delivers in the centre. Akolia's down, and it's on the goal line. The goalkeeper gets to it. Dramatic stuff. Chinakoli wins the header, but it was a brilliant save there from Dan Lavacombe. And then the ball was rolling loose and quickly got on top of the ball there. And that was a chance for the Cards to go back in front.
Yeah, Lavacombe did well though. Got down, saved Truro.
It was a corner kick from the right side for Jake Forster-Caskey. Chinakoli scored against Sutton United last month. Tried to get another one to the tally. Header straight to Lavacombe and did brilliant there, the goalkeeper. Actually, it's a free kick for Truro as well. On the follow-up, Lavacombe was just knocked into. Lavacombe's free kick and headed away from Andrews. Now square header and flicked on down the right side from Jeffcott. Now it's with Andrews. Akoli to Andrews, lifts it towards halfway. Volleyed from Oxlade Chamberlain. Goes out of play for a throw to the Cards. 8 minutes remaining here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 1, Truro City 1. Can we find a winning goal? Richards, short throw for Hines. Hines turns really sharply, left-footed now for Timmy Odesina. Odesina clips it and now finds Drew on the inside right in the attacking third. Drew, can he get beyond Law? Does Law pull him down? It's a free kick given in the favour of Truro City. Woking fans incensed by that one. A few boos in the crowd as well.
It's a ridiculous decision. I mean, Drew had gone past him and he got pulled down. I have to say the referees made some very strange decisions during this game.
Truro City fans in terrific voice on the far side, really enjoying their day, and they can come out something that would be a big point for them. One apiece here with 7 minutes to go. Will Dean getting that equaliser, cancelling out Harry Buterman's first half opener. Head away from Akoli, and now Kelly cushions header back for Drew. Drew down the right hand side. Josh Asude now. Asude can drive at the Truro City defence. Josh Asude into the box. Asude on his right foot. Asude just couldn't get the shot up in time though. Lost his balance. Asude's appealing for a corner kick. It was good defending in the end from Sanders and Oxlade Chamberlain to put him off, but opportunity for Josh Asude.
Yeah, I didn't quite see what happened, but I mean he went past them as if they weren't there, and then I think he, from what I could see anyway, he kind of mishit his shot. But again, he's asking questions. Woking need to give him the ball as much as possible, particularly when he's in acres of space.
So, goal kick from Dan Lavercombe, but better from Woking since the equaliser. We probably wonder where's this Woking been for a lot of the half. So now Andrews scoops it down the left-hand side. Can't find Harry Beatsman though.
Yeah, Woking have been guilty, I think, of sitting back. All right, maybe they were troubled a bit by the wind, but they've been so lethargic. So many balls have been sideways. They've got in good areas and then pass the ball sideways or backwards. And they really have gifted the initiative to Truro, and they've taken full advantage.
So a throw here for Truro City to take through Oxlade-Chamberlain on the far side, header from Richardson halfway. Now Dean managed to score the Truro equaliser, heads over halfway. Was Cody just manhandling Jeffcott there now? It's a foul on Timmy Odesina. Rolling down the ground is the Woking centre-back, just punching the turf here, Timmy Odesina. Hope it's nothing serious for him. Odesina looks in real discomfort. Just keeps on hitting the turf, and Odesina doesn't have a great injury record, especially from last season. Huge blow if he comes on and has to come off it. Odesina now sitting up, and the physio coming on to check on him. 5 minutes to go here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 1, Truro City 1. Later scores in the National League by way: Braintree 0, Sutton 0, Eastleigh 1, Solihull 1, Halifax 1, Brackley 0, Forest Green 0, Rochdale 1, Southend 2, Aldershot 0, Tamworth 1, Morecambe 1. Same scoreline between Woolstone Altrincham, 3-0 to Bournemouth, and another 1-1 here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Odesina now back on his feet. Odesina moving a bit gingerly at the moment, hoping that'll be fine enough to carry on. So Richards leaves the ball for Tarek Hines. I think it's a throw here for Woking to take. A few yards behind halfway on the far side. Hines throws it back, and now Richards cleared from Jaskalainen. Spinning ball. Can Asude win the header? Said it's one from Sanders on as far as Hines now. Hines, tiny feet, and loses the ball. And now Dean down the right hand side. Okoli controls. Okoli now. Okoli being put under pressure, and Jeffcott, as he nudged into Jeffcott there on the far side. No, the referee says it was fine from Okoli. And Okoli drills it, looking for Asude. Header though from Sanders. Now Richards heads down. Dean gets onto loose ball first. Jeffcott and Phil. Marsh now plays it back first time for Dean. Dean finds Johnson Fisher, edge of the box and inside left. Johnson Fisher now. Nice back kill there, and it's a cross towards the back post. Jeffcott lays off, and it's a shot off the post of Johnson Fisher. It drops in the centre, and it's scored. And Truro City have turned it around. It's Zach Bell who pokes it home. Unbelievable. And Woking have thrown it away in the second half. Truro City only on 7 points, second from bottom, could be on course for another win against a side around them. Unbelievable. Woking 1, Truro City 2.
Yeah, awful defending again from Woking. They got out of jail when the first one hit the post.
Truro City lead here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. They completely turned it around. The ball fell to Johnson Fisher inside the box. His shot came off the post, but it dropped to the feet of Zachary Bell, who just poked it home beyond the helpless Will Jaskalainen. The Laithwaite Community Stadium is in shock, and Truro City, second from bottom, are on course to pick up 3 points. Just over 2 minutes to go, normal time. Woking 1, Truro City 2.
As I was just saying, they got out of jail once when the ball hit the post, but they didn't react to the rebound at all, and Truro did.
And Jake Forster-Caskey now, long from the centre circle. Asude chased down the loose ball. Asude heads towards goal, and a penalty's been given. Incredible. What an end to this game. Long ball forwards towards Josh Asude, and Dan Lavercombe came crashing towards Asude, collided into him, and Harry Beatsman a chance to equalise in the spot. If you remember, against his former side Sutton last month, he couldn't convert a penalty. Well, he's got the chance to make up for that, and so Harry Beatsman now has the ball on the spot here, hands on hips, facing up Dan Lavercombe, who gave away the penalty. It's Harry Beatsman now a chance to get the cards level. Can he convert? Harry Beatsman needs to keep his cool here. Tense weight around the stadium. So Harry Beatsman Harry Buton about to step up for Woking here from the spot. Buton right-footed into the centre of the net, and it's 2-apiece here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. It was Josh Asude who was clattered into by Dan Lavercombe, the Truro City goalkeeper. Referee had no choice but toward the spot kick, and Harry Buton rolls it through the middle. Unbelievable. Woking 2, Truro City 2. A minute of normal time to go.
Wow, brilliant work again from Asude. He never gave up. He's only small, but my goodness me, he's got one heck of a spring on him, and he got that penalty out of absolutely nothing.
So a long ball from Truro City, 2-apiece here, and now it's set up perfectly to go into stoppage time. And a throw for Truro City out on the left-hand side to take it will be Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain to go long here. So now we're about to enter stoppage time at the Laythwaite Community Stadium as Oxlade-Chamberlain now lines up a long throw into the centre, headed away from Chinakoli. Now Josh Asude chasing down the ball. Here comes Asude driving on his own. It's tackle from Law. Josh Asude on the left-hand side. So Asude wins the free kick. It was at 6 minutes.
7 minutes.
7 minutes of stoppage time at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. So 7 minutes. Can we find a winning goal? First time from Kelly, out to the right-hand side. Again, sun shining through the dark clouds on the Laythwaite Community Stadium turf. Kelly to Drew. Drew gets in the box. Great tackle from Johnson Fisher. Corner kick for Woking on the right-hand side.
Yeah, great challenge from Johnson Fisher. He's been the standout player this afternoon. I've been really impressed with him. I think Jamie Andrews has been voted the man of the match today by Woking fans, or sponsors I should say.
So corner kick for Aaron Drew to corner kick for Fortikaski to take from the right hand side. Really poor
dear, that's awful. Earth is he doing? You know, he needs to have a quality left peg. Just when you want a decent delivery, he overhits it by miles. It's gone out for a throw in. So frustrating.
Certainly is. A minute the 7 played in. It was a good chance again to cause some more issues. Woking. Fortikaski just too heavy with that corner kick though. So throw from the far side from Oxlade-Chamberlain towards halfway. Comes off the back of Jamie Andrews' head. It will be a throw for the visitors. They look to try and regain their lead. They thought they'd won it, but Woking had other ideas. Went straight up the other end. That long ball to Asude. Dan Lavercombe had a rush of blood clattering into Asude. Buton rolling the penalty through the centre. Poor throw there from Oxlade-Chamberlain. And now it will be a throw for the Cards. Actually, no, it would be a retake from Oxlade-Chamberlain there. Took it too quickly. So another bite the cherry for Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain. Take the throw just in front halfway. 2 minutes of the 7 played. Woking 2, Truro City 2. Head on the far side there from Andrews. Now flicked up in the air from Buteman. Drops here for Hines. Midway inside to Woking off. Lovely ball for Hines to Drew. Here come Woking. Drew now bursts it through the centre. Can't find Asude though. It came off the backside of Ryan Law to intercept. And now slipped down the centre circle though by Rooney. Kelly, short for Fortikaski. Out towards the right-hand side to Drew. Drew delivers in the middle. A touch there for Asude. Asude over the bar. The chance to win it. I think the keeper got a touch. Really good save actually for Dan Lavercombe. Crossing. Asude got the first touch right, but Lavercombe kept him out. Corner kick.
Yeah, really important save. But again, Asude causing absolute havoc whenever he gets given the ball.
So corner kick for Woking on the left-hand side. Jake Fortikaski, outswing corner, headed away. Only as far as Fortikaski lets it bounce out for another corner kick. No, it's a goal kick in the end actually for Truro City, so they'll be mightily relieved about that.
So you've got to give both goalkeepers credit today. Lavercombe's made some excellent saves, and so has Jaskalainen.
I have to say it's been a real mad last few minutes, and yeah, Jaskalainen, think about that save early on in the first half, and again Lavercombe pulled off a really good few ones himself. A Cody's header, for example. Kelly had a shot, was saved as well. So down that right hand side from Bell, who thought he'd won it for Truro City. Now Hines turns towards the centre, head away from Sanders, and now touch there from Jeffcott Header from the centre circle though from Asani, now breaks here for Kelly on the right side. Kelly over it past. Drew's going to try and chase it. Drew keeps in play. Drew now. Great fresh legs from Drew. Again, he's so pacey, Aaron Drew, but in the end couldn't get beyond Johnson Fisher. Clears. Now Okoli's header over halfway. 3 minutes of stoppage time to go. Woking 2, Truro City 2. Forster-Caskey brought down there from Will Dean. And that will be a free kick for Wokin's take. Jake Forster-Caskey takes it too quickly for the referee's liking as he awards the yellow card to Will Dean. And now Woking can take a throw. Looks like it'll be Harry Kite to come on here for Truro City. And Luke Jeffcott making way, just gets a nice round of applause from the Truro City fans. So Forster-Caskey, hands on hips to take the free kick here for Woking, just in front of halfway. Jeffcott still come off the field before Kite can come on. So 95 minutes on the clock. We have 2 minutes of stoppage time left. Jake Forster-Caskey, hands on hips, just in front of halfway, on the inside right to take a free kick for the Cards. Could this maybe be the moment to put Woking back in front? It's been a right old ding-dong between Woking and Truro City. Forster-Caskey puts the free kick in, can't find a Coley, headed away. Dean flicks it further on. And now Marsh, nice touch from him. Marsh now looks for Simpson Fisher, headed down though. There for Johnson Fisher, now headed down to Hines. Hines from the centre circle, it's a waste of a long pass, and that trickles out for a goal kick for Truro City. Minute half of stoppage time left.
Yeah, waste from Hines really. He didn't need to play it long. He was in space, he could have gone on. Just keep the ball. So a goal kick here for Truro City to take down at Lavercombe. Again, certainly Truro City having to thank saves made from Kelly and Okoli. Now goal kick taken, header forward to Forster-Caskey, volley from Sanders. Is there one last chance of this game? We have a minute to go, 2 apiece to Woking Truro. Andrews thought it's fouled on halfway, now flick on the Beatsman, no free kick given in Wokin's favour. Truro have it at the back, Oxlade Chamberlain now, square for Bell over halfway, down the line for Dean. Now the 2 goal scorers attempted to link up there. Dean down the right, goes to nobody. So we have 40 seconds left here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 2, Truro City 2. Will Jaskalainen drills it, left-footed towards Drew. Header away though, easily done from Law. Flick backwards from Forster-Caskey. Olasina on halfway finds Hines just by the centre circle. Tariq Hines for Jamie Andrews. Andrews now out to the left. Is there one last chance of Woking? 20 seconds of stoppage time left. Woking 2, Truro City 2. Richards back to Andrews just in front of halfway. Andrews now turns, has to go back to Jaskalainen, playing it safe. Moans and groans around the ground. Jaskalainen lifts it towards Asude. Asude trying to hold up here. And in the end, the flag goes up against Josh Asude. And that should be that, unless there's one last chance for Truro City. But yeah, Woking just didn't look comfortable trying to play Woking doing? You know, there's 30 seconds left, and we're playing it backwards.
And now
so frustrating, and it's really summed up Woking's performance this afternoon. I think it's been, so erratic really. In the first half they played some decent stuff. Second half really came out, didn't really look that interested, sat deep.
And there goes the full-time whistle after Cody headed out of play. So 2 apiece here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Again, a breathless end to the match, I must say. Harry Beaton put Woking in front just over 25 minutes into the match, but in the last quarter now there were 3 goals. Truro City turned the game on its head. Dean volleying in from across from Johnson Fisher. Then Zachary Bell turned things on its head, poking home after Johnson Fisher hit the post. Then Woking went straight up the other end, a long ball forward. Will Asude clattered into by Dan Lavercombe, and Beatsman converted a spot kick for his and Woking's second of the day. But Woking couldn't find that winning goal in stoppage time. 2 apiece the final score.
Well, as I say, Woking I think will be really, really disappointed that, they've only got a point today. In a way, they're quite lucky to only get a point today. They didn't do enough in the second half at all. They only woke up once Truro had taken the lead, and you just can't afford to do that. You cannot afford to take your foot off the gas and invite the opposition on, no matter who they are. And I think, Neil Arthey really needs to ask some searching questions, really, of some of his players, because, as I say, I don't really understand why Why? They constantly retreat. Why they go backwards? Why they try and hold what they've got? Is it fear? I don't know. But anyway, they've emerged with a point today, but it could have been far, far worse.
Yeah, most certainly, and frustrating second half for Woking, but as John said, it could have been far, far worse. It's finished here. Woking 2, Truro City 2. Now it's FA Cup action against Brackley Town next week. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.